All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Let's get another message to see what it is that y'all need to hear at the moment. As always, take what resonates and discard the motherfucking rest. So, let's see what's happening for you guys. Spirit brought through the topic of what are people noticing about you right now? And I was picking up something about your emotional awareness or just your self-awareness. Okay? People are noticing how emotionally mature you are, or the fact that you are able to focus on yourself and your own emotional alchemy during times of triggers or opposition or conflict. Okay? So yeah, let's get to it and kind of see what are people noticing about the collective right now. Ooh. So we have the fourth house, Taurus energy, and we have the south node. So people are noticing how comfortable your life is, or if it's not your life, you bring a sense of comfort. Because we also have the moon, so a lot of motherly type energy. People are noticing how warm you feel, or just how motherly, nurturing, comforting you are. It's very Queen of Cups type energy. Taurus is given Venusian, so there is a love about you, or perhaps this is the love other people have for you. People are noticing. Okay? But you bring this element of grace into situations. All right? And that's what people are noticing, guys. They're also noticing your confidence and your self-assurance. Again, it's giving very self-aware. I want you to see her. What are you doing? All right. Let's see. What are people noticing about the collective right now? Pisces energy. So there could be something here about your spirituality or your intuition. Like you could be somebody who is very intuitive, very angelic. People are noticing that what you are intuitively picking up or feeling or seeing is actually true, or it comes true. People are noticing how accurate you are, how dreamy and healing. You're very empathic and you're very healing. Okay. We also have mystical and adoring. So people are noticing your mysticky, mysterious energy. We have Saturn. People are noticing how wise you are, or they're realizing how wise you are, especially with love. Venus, there's that Venusian energy. So you do have this old soul type vibe about you where you just hold a lot of wisdom. Could be within relationship dynamics. Okay. People are also noticing how much restraint you have during times of difficulty. That is that emotional intelligence. People are noticing just how emotionally aware you are during times of strife or challenge. You're also a very grounded individual and you have self-control. Okay. It's given mature, like you're spiritually mature. There's something mysteriously ancient about you. It's like you may not say much, okay? So people are noticing your demeanor, okay? The fact that you don't have to be the one who's always talking. Like when you speak, you speak because something needs to be said or heard. And you're not one to kind of like just blab for no reason. Like when you talk, there's a point that you're trying to get across, okay? And when you talk, people listen. This is also what people are noticing. Like when you speak, when you open your mouth, because you don't openly yap, maybe, it's when you do speak, people listen, okay? And they love your wisdom. This is what people are noticing about you. Like you hold a lot of wisdom. And you know what to say. We also have allowing. So people are noticing, okay, we have North Node Destiny as well. Yeah, they're noticing your growth and how you don't repeat cycles. Okay? Things flow easily for you, or you seem to make things look effortless. There's an effortless vibe that's going on here. Okay? People also notice that you get a lot of rewards or a lot of blessings. There's a mimicking energy, so people may notice other people copying you or mimicking you or trying to mirror you. All right. People like your vibe. There's something really, really strong about your vibe that when you're around like specific individuals or just a group of individuals in general, could be even strangers, people notice that other people pick up your mannerisms. Okay, your characteristics and your mannerisms. Like you rub off on other people quite easily. Okay? There's this effortless attraction, almost like a fatal attraction about you that people notice. Getting a lot of like channeled messages. People also are noticing your fragrance. Like you smell really good. And when you exit a room, your scent lingers. And it's very nice. People love this. Okay? People are also noticing that you guys might have like a green thumb. Okay, there's something here with plants, or you're very earthy. Again, with that Saturn grounding type energy, people are noticing how grounded you are. Like you could be somebody that holds a lot of spiritual wisdom, but you're also somebody who is extremely grounding. Okay, you're able to bring that into the physical. So your manifestation skills, people are also noticing that you have heavy manifestation skills. And there's something here about your teeth. People are noticing your teeth. All right. Okay. What are people noticing about the collective right now? We have Pisces energy. All right, the Seven of Pentacles. As you reap, you will sow. So there is a level of karma here because we also have Saturn too. Okay, people are noticing that you're patient. You're patient and you're not afraid of hard work. Okay. People are also noticing that the work that you've been putting into yourself, your projects, your home, whatever that may be, it's reaping benefits. Okay. So people are noticing again with the rewards, these blessings that are coming in for you. People are aware and they're noticing all of these blessings that are kind of coming in for you. And it's due to your hard work and dedication. Like this is something that you didn't just happen to stumble upon. You've put in the hard work and the effort in order to reap these rewards. So now they used to notice like you putting in a lot of effort and a lot of work into things, but it may have been very slow. So people are noticing your patience, your dedication. That's that Saturn energy with discipline and structure. People are noticing your discipline and your structure and your ability to have this sense of delayed gratification and be patient with the things that are coming in for you. You are consistent. So as people are noticing your consistency as well in order to go after your goals. Layla, you can't go over there. My laptop's up there. Okay. All right. Saturn energy. The Queen of Swords. So you know what to look out for. And the Eight of Swords. People are noticing that you're not too much in your head. You're able to look at things from a higher perspective. There's something here about people noticing the wisdom that you get or you give. Really elevates their life, okay? You have an elevated perspective, I want to say. Because there's something here about you not being afraid to come in contact with, or there's a sense of self-awareness here. So there's something here about your perspective and your ability to rise above certain mental challenges with some sort of spiritual wisdom that you hold. It's like you're consistent and you may have these perspectives of fear and worries, but there's something here about you being able to rise above it. Like you're wise. So there is something here about you not being kind of afraid to take risks or to see things in a different light. There's something coming through about your belief systems and how you are, like, you know when to emotionally invest into something and you know when to draw back your energy. You have a bird's eye view on things, so you don't really get trapped mentally. There's something here about your mind that people are noticing. You're quite intelligent, the Five of Pentacles. Like, there's something here about limiting belief systems. Okay? And holding on to belief systems that do not serve your, yeah, here's the Hangman perspective, right? There's something here about your belief systems. You're not afraid to let go of beliefs. Okay, so people might notice the fact that you may believe in something very strongly one day, but then gain greater clarity, or you have gained an alternate view of said thing, and now it's something that you don't quite hold so much belief in. You're very mutable. Okay, you could be a mutable sign, or just you could have Gemini placements even. There's something very like Plato, like your mind, you're so open-minded, and people are noticing how open-minded you are, that you are able to drop and pick up or change and adapt certain belief systems that work for you or work for your goals and what you're working towards. You hold a lot of wisdom in that regard. Okay, you hold a lot of like intellectual knowledge, or just knowledge about how to morph and adapt and change and flow with your mental, with your belief systems, and maybe even your subconscious. Like, people are really noticing now, or starting to notice, how your mind works. Yeah. And then we have this allowing card. So Two of Swords. I feel like you allow a level of confusion. So people are noticing how if you're stumped on something, you see the potential in sitting in a shadow. There's something here about you sitting with yourself, you sitting with difficult perspectives, difficult emotions, and you kind of allow some sort of introspection. Now the Hermit card is coming in my third eye. So there is a level of wisdom with your mental and your fears. People are noticing how you don't remain stuck for long, but you allow the confusion to bring in some sort of clarity, if that's making sense, right? Because people notice how you might be unsure of something or fearful of something even, but you'll sit there and you'll gain and analyze and gain a greater awareness of where this is coming from, right? There's confusion in the clarity. So people are noticing that you are quite the paradox. All right? You're not afraid to sit in a stalemate or confusion, or even sit in a little bit of fear, to really see the potential in something, to see the different perspective, to see the different, I'm seeing like a connect the dots type thing, okay? What dot did you not connect? You're missing a piece. And people are noticing how you have this really great ability to sit with yourself and really dissect where things are coming from, or if you truly want to hold onto a belief system or a decision, right? There's something here about you not being afraid to sit in darkness or confusion, or yeah, just like a sense of, I don't know what to do. So because I don't know what to do, I'm not going to make an impulsive decision. I'm going to gain greater clarity and use the wisdom and the discipline that I have acquired, and sit with it until something else comes to me. You don't force things. This is what people are noticing. Like, you don't force decisions. You don't force clarity. If there's confusion or there's a stalemate, you sit with it. You see the potential in it, and you let that kind of shed a light, whatever light that may be, on a situation that you're either confused or unsure about. Like, you don't just, you're not impulsive with the mind. Okay? Goodness. Very intelligent. Intellectual, intelligent. Okay, Four of Swords. You get a lot of downloads. People are noticing that you get a lot of downloads if you are an intuitive. Okay? Let's see. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles with the Pisces energy. What are people noticing? This is that... so we have someone you know is undependable and insincere, strong emotions, love or hate, okay? And then we have the Scissors here. So people are noticing that you are not afraid to kind of cut people off. Now we're going to go through different layers of the same type of energy. Okay. You reap what you sow type energy now with the Seven of Pentacles and Pisces. There is a people's masks, I want to say. Okay. Strong emotions. You elicit strong emotions out of people. Okay. Now I feel like there are people's masks that fall off when they are around you. Now this is giving like a group setting. So people are noticing how, like I said, people were picking up and mirroring your character, but then that ends up to be like a triggering experience for other people. Okay. I feel like people's masks eventually come off and fall off around you, and people are noticing the unmasking of certain individuals when they are around you. Okay. They notice things within people that they have not noticed before, and there's something about your energy or the way your mind works and how you communicate with other people that draws out indiscrepancies. Okay, if you're around people and that person said to this other person, I'm this sort of way, there's something about your energy that contradicts that, what they said. So there's an unveiling that's happening around you that people are picking up on and noticing. And they kind of use your energy, or they use the way you think and the way you speak to draw out indiscrepancies in other people. That's very interesting. Okay, again with the feather, there is something here about your mind and having a bird's eye view on things. Wisdom with the Queen of Swords. Okay, so too much concern with sexual matters and time to go out and have fun. So the rabbit, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Okay. People are noticing that you are, because we have the swords energy, right? So I feel like you're a little cutthroat and you're not so concerned with more so your physical appearance rather than your, like you could be sapiosexual, okay? People are noticing that in order to connect with you, they need to connect with your mental. They need to connect with your mind. Okay? If they're not on that mental level with you, people are noticing that you won't go out and have like it won't be a good time. Okay? It's not a good time if they're not mentally on the same wavelength as you. Okay? Ooh. Can't go up there. Okay, she really wants the window, so hold on. Never mind, she's going to stay here. Okay, so what are people noticing about you? The allowing of confusion, fear, the paradoxical type energy, successful outcome to your problems. Again, so here we go. People are noticing how you being able to sit in some sort of confusion or even a crisis, I'm getting, okay? You're able to sit in very difficult situations or environments in order to gain clarity or to see something that you're not quite seeing. Like people are noticing you're not afraid to be uncomfortable, okay? Whatever it is that you're doing, people are noticing you're not afraid to be uncomfortable. And that is kind of the key in order to be successful, is being able to sit in that discomfort, being able to sit in that fear, or just being able to sit in the fact that you just don't know yet. Okay? And people are seeing and noticing that that's the key. That's the key to breaking through difficult situations, is being okay with being uncomfortable, being okay with being confused, being okay with not knowing what to decide to do yet, right? There's an aspect, there's that patience coming through again. So people are noticing that that's that mystery. You're not afraid to be, even like something here coming through with pain. So people might notice that you have like a high pain tolerance as well. Be careful, do not take risks. See, successful outcome to your problem. There is something here where you are not taking risky or making risky decisions due to your fears. Okay? You sit with things. You sit with the uncomfortable whatever feeling it is or whatever belief system it is, and you don't impulsively make a decision. You sit with it. Like, you're not making decisions because you're uncomfortable, and this is what people are noticing. That yes, you could be going through something that's quite painful, or it's bringing up the past, or it's bringing up a trigger, but you're not going to make a fleeting decision based off of those emotions or based off of those fears. That's that self-awareness that people notice that you have. Like, they notice that you're uncomfortable with something, that you're working through something, or even arguing with them about something. There's strong emotions there. But you're not going to make a decision based off of those emotions during that time. Like, if somebody triggers you and you're going through something and you're trying to work through it, you're going to sit in that uncomfortable emotion and not just make a decision to cut that friend off or that person off because they made you feel a certain way and it was uncomfortable. You feel like something is lacking in your life, right? There's that Two of Swords, the Moon, fear. You're not, and there's the Five of Pentacles as well that came up earlier. You're not afraid to sit and examine where this lack is coming from. Okay? People are noticing that you're not, like, you're okay with sitting in a lack type of energy. There's that patience and that delayed gratification, okay? You work through that energy instead of making a decision from that energy. 2122. Okay? Very well-rounded individuals, I must say. What are people noticing? Woo! Success in creative ventures, okay? People are noticing that you are very successful. This is what's coming through. I did see something on Instagram Reels, and it was somebody asking somebody, oh, hey, how are you? And then they say, I'm successful, how are you? That's what's coming through. People are noticing your success, okay? Stalking your pages and socials, people are noticing that a lot of people stalk your pages and your socials, okay? You could be on multiple social platforms and people are noticing the same tag or handle pop up on all of your social platforms, okay? Let's see. People could also be noticing other people stalking your pages and socials when they shouldn't be. That's also coming through. People are also noticing other people's fake pages. That is also coming through. Smile in your face with a knife behind your back. There's that insincerity. Okay? Their gifts are being annulled. So people are noticing that the people that come towards you with a smile, like a two-faced energy, people are noticing that their gifts or that their life kind of falls apart. Okay? People are noticing there's a lot of people that smile, that are two-faced around you. There's that mask that falls off. Okay. So remember when I said that people are noticing how other people's mask falls off when you are around them? Okay? There's discrepancies in their character. So people are noticing that when other people are around you, their discrepancies show. Their two-faced energy shows. Smile with the face and a knife behind their back. Okay? Their two-faced energy comes out and it highlights something. And then either that perspective, so that could be a gift too. Like a gift could be how other people see you. So their gifts are being annulled, their manipulation, their mask is being annulled, right? They no longer have the gift of illusion. People perceiving them the way they want to. Okay, there's something here about your energy that unveils discrepancies and contradictions. You're quite the paradox. Okay, bye. What are people noticing about you? Spiritual attachments, okay? This could be anything, but people are noticing how you may have spiritual attachments or other people might have spiritual attachments, okay? It can go both ways, but I feel like with this card is that people are noticing your attachment to the spiritual realm. Again, with that mystery and psychic ability, and people don't understand how your mind quite works or how you're able to encompass such great wisdom, people are confused. So they're noticing your spiritual attachment or your attachment to the spiritual realm. Now, this could be another thing where people are noticing other people's spiritual attachments because their demons and quote unquote show, because it's an unveiling of the contradictions in their character and in their stories. People are also noticing how you're not afraid to reject other people, okay? Or you're not afraid of being rejected. There's that sitting in that uncomfortable feelings and uncomfortable belief systems and perspectives and allowing something to come to clarity or come to light. People are noticing that you're not afraid to be rejected or sitting in that feeling of rejection. Balancing your fears and worries, worried about having to juggle. People are noticing how you balance and your fears and worries. There we go with sitting in uncomfortable feelings. Okay, you're not afraid to sit in uncomfortable feelings. Balancing those fears and worries and sitting there until clarity comes in or the light is shed on something. This could even be about other people, okay? People notice how you're doing this to other people, right? Watching and observing the discrepancies or contradictions in their character or dialogue or mental, okay? What are people noticing? People are noticing your success in creative ventures. So, wait, what's happening here? Oh, the 5 of Wands. Whoa. Okay, and then we have Justice. Oy. And the 6 of Swords. So, participate in conflict, get conflict. People are noticing that you're not worried about the competition. You're not worried about the competition. People are noticing how you move on and move towards your goals peacefully. Tranquility. There's an element of grace. Like I said, you move with grace and people are noticing this. They just really do notice the fact that you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention to what other people are doing. You're just focused on you. You're in your own lane. And you're not worried about competition. Or who's doing better or who's doing what. You're very well balanced. You're just and you're fair. You guys are, you could be, there's a level of good judgment, good discernment. Okay. You make fair, balanced, and judged, like, it's not the right word. You make fair, well balanced, and maybe you do make good judge of character. Like, you make good judgment calls with the Justice and the King of Swords. This is also given like this is smart. This is somebody who could be in the judicial system, okay, justice system in some sort of way. Like you're fair and you're just and you're quite intelligent. Come on, baby. Okay. You want to come cuddle? Oh, come cuddles. All right. Anyways. So we have that. Stalking your pages and socials. So this is what people are noticing. People stalking your pages and socials. The Temperance, okay. So you're healing. You're very, we have the 7 of Swords. Listen, I'm telling you, okay. People that don't want to get caught looking at your stuff, okay. Other people are noticing them stalking your pages and your socials, okay? There's also something here about your healing vibe. People notice how healing you are. So even though they don't want you to know, other people are noticing that they're stalking your pages or socials because they might pick up. There's that mirroring energy again I was picking up. People know and are noticing that other people are watching you because of the information they gain or the characteristics or mannerisms in which they are speaking to other people. There's the discrepancies in their character and in their stories. So people are noticing that these people that swear up and down that they don't talk to you, they don't watch you, they don't like you, blah, 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 are exhibiting mannerisms or things that you would only say or that you have just said or just done, and they pick that up, and there's the two-faced energy. There's the discrepancy in their stories. So you have people noticing that, oh, I thought you weren't watching them though, but that's something the collective only would really say. But they might not say that. They're just unveiling it. It's unveiling the discrepancies in their stories. That's what's happening. And that's what people are noticing. The Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords, okay? That's something only you would say. Or that's something that you just recently said. And and people are noticing things about other people. Oh, the mask is off. I know that you actually do stalk and watch the collective because you're picking up on their mannerisms and their characteristics. And I know because I just watch them, or so you guys could be on social, obviously, stalking your pages and socials, okay? Or they're watching you in a classroom setting or a work setting, okay? And these people could swear up and down that they don't have nothing to do with you. They don't like, but yet they're hyper focused on you, so they pick up your mannerisms and characteristics, and it's showing discrepancies. It's like, oh, I don't have that. Smile at a knife. Well, smile in your face with a knife behind their back. So what are people noticing about you? Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Ooh, this is close relationships. And the Hermit here. And here's the Hangman. Okay, this is mastery. This is this is also like your work, okay? But then we have the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Okay, people notice there's a lot of people that smile in your face with a knife behind their back. Now, this could be involved like with close partnerships or relationships with you. You've mastered something though. You know, see, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Smile with a face. And then here we have Pisces energy with the Seven of Pentacles. You be knowing, so people are noticing how you're always one step ahead. You know? You're always one step ahead. See, time to go out and have fun and too much concern with sexual matters. You're not somebody who's just going to go out and get played. People are noticing that you're not one to be played with. Come out, have a good time, here for a good time, not a long time. People are noticing that you ain't the one. With this smile within your face and then a knife behind your back, you've mastered the ability to tell when somebody is masking something or their true intentions. There's that King of Swords and Justice. Your discernment is what people are noticing, that you're good, honey. Even the most mastered manipulators, you can see through that bullshit, and people are noticing it. With this Hermit, and I got that Hermit with this wisdom here. Okay? And then we have the Two of Cups and Four of Wands. They can't sell you a story. That's what people are noticing. That they stories, they manipulations, they true intentions come out and are seen by you. You're a very good judge of character. And that's what people are noticing. That they can't come at you sideways. You know? It's given that meme, and there are memes coming up where they got like this toy gun and they're like, you gotta try and get the gun. And then she like is like, and he's like, you gotta be faster, you gotta do better, you gotta be more cunning. And then so they do it again, and she holds her hand to the back and has the toy gun, you know. And then he goes to grab her hand and she's like, bam. And he's like, how did you learn that? Where did you learn that from? You know, there's something here about people noticing that you 2 steps ahead, honey. That you be more intelligent and more cunning and more able to see through people's bullshit than once previously thought. Because the Eight of Pentacles is something you've mastered with repetition. And throughout your relationships, you didn't just date them and then that's it. People are noticing that you've learned, grown, and evolved through every relationship that you've ever been in, and you've mastered pretty much the art of bullshit detecting. You didn't just go through your relationships and didn't gain anything from it. You've gained a lot through relationships that maybe even being perceived as, what could you even gain from that? It looks like you lost a lot from that when really you didn't. You've mastered something. So people are noticing that even in the shitstorms, for the lack of a better term, y'all still gain something from it. You're always gaining something, even if it looks like you ain't gaining nothing at all. That's what people notice. Their gifts are being annulled. So let's see what's going on here. What are people noticing? Oh, the Six of Cups and the Fool. I told you. Okay, so people are noticing that people in the past who have done you dirty or were doing it and showing some sort of like bad behavior or foolish or naivety. Okay, things get taken away from them. Then we have the Seven of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So people notice that past people go through some shit. And things actually get taken away from them. If they screw you over, or if they try and like come at you in some sort of way, or try and fight you, in quotations. Their new beginnings get taken away. Their opportunities get taken away. Their blessings get taken away. Some about the Six of Cups. This is what people are noticing, because obviously people don't notice this right as it's happening, but they're starting to become aware that these past people, because over time, this is like a nostalgic type feeling, right? So over time, people notice that the more people try and come at you, the more their new beginnings and their fresh starts, like it's harder for them to get new beginnings or fresh starts, or things are taken away so that they have to have some sort of new beginning or a fresh start. They have to start over again. You can't go past go, you got to start over again. So people are noticing that a lot of people have to start over when it comes to you. Okay? Yeah. Like, yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. There's a serious undertone to that, honey. People are noticing that it ain't no joke. Okay? It's not even just I ruined my shoes, now I gotta start over and save and buy a new pair of shoes. Like, this is like something a little bigger than that. Like, you really gotta start over now. From square one, from scratch. Let's try that again. This time, what did we learn? That type of thing. It's not really, Okay, just people, the Ten of Wands, that they have a lot of burdens and responsibilities that they got to see. Smile in your face with a knife behind their back, okay? There's the Knight of Swords again. Like, they end up taking on more than they can chew. Because someone you know is insincere with this Piscean energy and the Seven of Pentacles. Like, you reap what you sow. The karma is heavy. And this is what people are noticing. And not only that, but the fact that you've mastered discernment with the King of Swords and Justice. Like, you have... Yeah, okay. What's... I got spiritual... Yeah, that's spiritual attachment, hey. Alright, what's the spiritual attachment? People are noticing your spiritual... Two of Wands and the Five of Swords, see? Okay. They're a little jealous, and we have the Magician here. People are noticing, again, your master manifester mode. Your ability to not only be, like, there's the Hangman, Pisces energy, in two worlds at one time. Being able to be super up in the air and in the clouds and fantastical, but also being extremely grounded and rooted in reality. You are the true bridge between worlds. Okay? People are noticing what a true bridge looks like. Yeah. This Five of Swords, the spirit of envy, the spirit of jealousy, that's the two-faced mask that gets revealed, the Two of Wands, right? The plans, the manipulation, the thinking that you're going to be getting over on somebody. Smile in your face with a knife behind your back energy, okay? People are noticing the spiritual attachments of jealousy and envy in other people because that contradiction in their character shows. Okay? There's something here about people noticing how you reveal the spirit of envy and jealousy and maybe even possible lust. Because the too much concern with sexual matters and time to go out and have fun, that's that. You're very wise with that. You're not going to let somebody take advantage of you. Okay, here for a short time, not a long time. Here just to have some fun. Get it on with your mama, papa, you know, that type of thing. You ain't about that, and you ain't about to do that. And people are noticing that at first glance, you maybe look like a good time, like an easy catch. Let's like catch and release this shit. But you ain't one to get over on. Like, you got some discernment here. And people are noticing that they can't get away with something. The Five of Swords and the Two of Wands. That's like trying to get away with a plan. You know, trying to sneak one in on there, eh? You revealed this. People are noticing the spiritual attachments that other people got here. Okay, this manipulation and this Knight of Wands here. Too much concern with sexual matters, and you can see their spiritual attachments. All right, like you have a level of clear cognizance, clear knowing. Okay, people can't with that Five of Swords. Like you peep the spirit of envy or jealousy on them, and people are noticing other people's spiritual attachments of envy and jealousy, and because of the actions that they do. Their stories and their actions and their character don't add up. And it's your energy that brings all that to light. And other people are noticing other people like, nah, yeah, you ain't so you ain't no wise guy, huh? Like that type of shit. Okay? Oh, rejection. Okay, what are people noticing about the collective? This rejection energy. The Four of Cups in reverse, you don't care. Ha! You don't care. Four Cups in reverse. What are you going to do? Reject me? Oh, I'm so sad. Now I got to spend time in my own energy. Oh, no. People are noticing that you ain't afraid of rejection. You aren't afraid to sit in those uncomfortable feelings. Okay? And this actually allows a lot more opportunities to open up to you because you're not afraid of rejection. You're not afraid of failure. Okay? And you don't have this FOMO about you. Okay? This is what people noticing. That you are capable and able to make decisions because you're not, and go after opportunities because you're not afraid to feel uncomfortable. And that is the key to your success. See, successful outcome to your problems. That was, successful outcome to your, success in creative ventures, okay? You're not afraid to sit in conflict, uncomfortable emotions and feelings because you ain't even looking at the competition. I felt some breeze go my way. It was probably some sort of ghost. Anyways, you're not afraid, okay, of rejection. Five of Wands. You're not afraid of the competition because you ain't afraid of rejection. What are you going to do? Not like me? Oh, whatever shall I do? People are noticing, like, you don't give a fuck. For real. Oh, that's the window. Hold on. Sophie. Damn ghosts go be nearing shutting the window on me. Anyway. Balancing your fears and worries, okay? You ain't afraid of rejection. What are people noticing about the collective? Balancing your fears and your worries, okay? 6 of Cups. All right. Their gifts are being annulled. 3 of Cups, okay? And the Sun. This is a level of celebration. 3 of Wands. High Priestess. Holy crap. All right, here we go. Okay, balancing your fears and your worries. Your gifts are being annulled. 6 of Cups. All right, what are people noticing? Okay, well, hold up here. There's some downloads. What is all this? 8 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Inheritance. 3 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Their gifts are being annulled. 6 of Cups. What are people noticing? Yeah. Okay. 333 we have here. Okay. What are people noticing? They are noticing that with this High Priestess, okay, how do I explain this? People are noticing that with the spiritual attachments here, okay, that you're able to sit in uncomfortable situations and in uncomfortable feelings to balance out some sort of fear and worry. You're not worried about rejection. You're not worried about walking away from certain types of things. So what are people noticing? That when you walk away, people that smile in your face with a knife behind their back, people that have this elaborate plan, 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, that they're going to be celebrating, time to go out and have fun, right? And then we have the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. People are noticing that if somebody tries to come in with ill intent with a plan and they're going to have a lot of fun with it, whether that be taking advantage of you or whether that be pretty much taking advantage of you, right? Smiling in your face, pretending to have all these good intentions, but then they have ill intent and they in fact want to do something malevolent, right? Malevolent or malevolent or whatever the heck. People are noticing that they get sadly mistaken. Okay, these are also people that weren't afraid. There's a level of them not being afraid of stepping to you with those intentions. Like, I ain't afraid. This could even be people that have heard stories about you. Like, don't go up in there and do that to collective, because if you do, I've heard that this happens and, oh, I ain't afraid. Watch, I'll be the one. I'll get something out of this. 3 of Wands. I'll be celebrated. I'll be like, yeah, I got that. Okay. People are noticing that their plans really do implode on them. Okay. People are also noticing how you're balancing your fears and your worries, and you're okay with being and sitting in uncomfortable positions and emotions and thoughts. People are noticing this bring you a lot of success. The High Priestess, the 3 of Cups, the Sun, and the 3 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles, that this has brought a lot of success towards you. Okay? So there's a lot coming through. All right? You're not afraid to sit in these uncomfortable feelings of lack and heartbreak and feeling like you've lost everything. Again, people notice that they got to start over from ground one. Okay? Bigger plans beat smaller people, right? The 2 of Wands with the 5 of Swords. People plan to have these spiritual attachments or send these attachments to you. People are noticing how none of that shit works. None of it works. And in fact, now they got to start over square one. This could even be with their spiritual gifts even, or just in life in general. Like they try and take something from you and that gets taken from them plus some, and now they really got to start over. So there's something like that people are kind of noticing about you. All right. It's an illusion, not real. Projection of you, not them. What's going on? What are people noticing? One benefits from the other. Well, so you ain't got to be perfect. I love you just the way you are. And winning a legal or proceeding or court case. So this is just you getting the upper hand. People notice that you get the upper hand in other people's illusions. It's a projection of them, right? Not you. So, yeah. People just notice that. And people also notice that you don't got to be perfect. Like, you can sit in uncomfortable situations. Like, you don't got to be perfect to be loved, right? Or to get it right, or to be anointed or chosen, or like there's something here about that as well. Okay, so yeah, you guys, quite interesting to say the least. People notice that you've overcome a lot. Okay, and yeah, the Empress and the Star and the Ten of Cups. What can I say? You the shit. People notice that you the shit. And you're strong, too. Like, you got a strong sense of character. Yeah, Hierophant. Like, and wisdom. So, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. If that resonated with y'all, hit up that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the motherfucking Vibe Trap. And I'll see you guys down below in the comment section. Bye for now.